Aloha and welcome to CM400C Week 3. This week, we're going to learn more about how to look at design patterns and UI elements as ways and means to guide users through your mobile app design. Additionally, we will discuss and review one app's use cases that will keep its users motivated and engaged. Let's get started. Here are your assigned reading assignments for this week in the Interactive Design textbook. Remember that from the get-go, your app needs to provide your users with the app story. The navigation you choose allows you to tell that story by giving your users the most important information about your app, including the main parts or sections of the app, which should provide the user with enough context and app vision so they will move further into the UX of your app. To learn more about designing to guide, motivate, and engage users, let's walk through the Kayak travel app to see how they provide excellent user guidance through their smart use of UI elements and thoughtful mobile design patterns. Excellent user guidance will provide the user with knowledge of where they are, knowledge of what services are available, knowledge of everything available to them, and knowledge of how to navigate backwards and forwards in the app. Let's take a moment to look at the two design patterns featured on the Kayak app home screen. Pictured on the left is the bottom half of the home screen, and pictured on the right is the top half of the home screen. What design patterns do you see? The patterns utilized on the home screen are the tab bar and search design patterns. What UI control elements can you identify? There are two labels, two steppers, one tab bar, which serves as the main way to navigate through the app, one segmented control, you can see that up there, and of course one big button right here. Ask yourself if these design patterns combined provide the user with an easy and intuitive way for users to begin their travel-related searches. Notice that the segmented control allows for an easy way to toggle between the hotels, flights, and cars. The large orange button cues users to press here after they are done inputting their data. Let's see what shows up after a user has initiated the search process. After doing a quick search of hotel availability in Honolulu, I'm presented with a list of options. The Kayak app utilizes the list design pattern to elegantly display different hotels with a photo and cost per night. Note that they take the time to present important information in each table view cell, including costs from high to low, ratings, and hotel name. What UI elements make up the list design patterns? So we see tables, right? And we see custom table view cells. So this is the custom table view cell. That includes labels and images. Let's take a look at the second design pattern included on this slide. Do you know what design pattern this is? Yes, you got it. It's the detail views or details design pattern. This design pattern is important because it enables users to get one step closer to making a decision to book a hotel. In this detail view, users are presented with a gallery of photos, the cost, options to save or book the room, a map of the hotel's location in a map view. At any point in the UX, the user can get back to the list view and or start a new search. Users can do this by pressing the back button up here, indicated by the orange back arrow in the top left-hand corner. If the user wants to start a new search altogether, the user can simply press the search tab available to the user at all times in the tab bar, so right there. We just discussed the role of different design patterns and UI elements that make up those design patterns to guide users through searching and booking their hotel. What is next for the user? Is the Kayak app still useful for them? In the Local IA app case study, you provided me with solutions to make the app more motivating and engaging for the users by integrating picture-taking capabilities, news feeds, and integration with social media. So how does a travel booking app like Kayak provide different use cases to motivate and engage its users? Let's take a closer look. In addition to booking your travel, the Kayak app allows its users to manage, plan, and share travel via the trips in the tab bar. This function motivates users to stay connected to the Kayak app, extending their experience beyond just a booking. Through the functionality of tracking users' flights, Kayak becomes a travel assistant by providing its users with the most up-to-date information regarding their travel flights. Once again, Kayak finds a useful way to keep the users motivated and engaged through another use case for their users. Last but not least, Kayak has found a way to engage and motivate users at any given moment by allowing users to sign up for an alert that gives them information about the latest prices and airfares as it pertains to them. Because users are interested in the lowest airfare options, it benefits them to add a price alert, especially if they are planning a trip in the future. Alright, so what are the takeaways from this week's lecture? You want to inform the user through your choice of navigation design pattern that will provide them with the context they need to move forward in your mobile app design. You want to provide sensible and familiar design patterns to help guide users to make a decision or reach a desired terminator or ending point in the user experience. Be sure to include the necessary UI elements that make the app's function possible. Users need a clear pathway to move from point A to B easily, both forwards and backwards. With respect to Kayak, their ultimate goal is to have users make all their travel plans and purchases through Kayak. This is done by providing different types of use cases to motivate and engage the users and ultimately keep them connected anytime. That's it for now. Keep all these tips in mind as you start creating your mobile design for your project number 2 and 3. Have a great week and aloha.